Most people will be lying in their deathbed with the exact same flaws they had at the age of 13. But why? Why is that 90-year-old man that is now waiting for the only release he can, like the sweet release of death, not correct his posture in his youth? Why didn't he go through any attentive maintenance of his health? Why didn't he try to correct his lisp or stutter? Or try to do anything at all to die with less flaws than necessary? Or improve himself, improve the lives of others, reduce his sin and vice in order to become a greater man? Well, probably because he was trying to do the exact opposite. How? By inflating his ego so much that he didn't even consider criticism. Criticism, as I have said in previous videos, is a gift. It is one of the greatest gifts that can be given to you by another person. A single criticism from someone that actually cares about you is worth like 100 pages of Proust when it comes to improvement. This is, in my opinion, why mothers are so valuable. They give you so much criticism, they criticize you so much, and if you actually see the criticism as what it is, an attempt to make you better, a remnant, an archaic part of their love for you, then you can actually implement it. Then you can be thankful, grateful for it. The other day, my mother just randomly tells me, "Hey, could you please close your mouth?" Yeah, I was keeping my mouth open, and also stuck my tongue out a lot. Like I literally in casual conversation, I was like this. What the hell is that? Like, if nobody told me that, I would have probably in like 20 years, 70 years, on my goddamn deathbed, still be doing that. Jesus, thank you, mom. Thank you for telling me. That's such a big flaw that nobody else would have told me. Like, only your parents can be so honest and brutal with you. And that's something to be grateful for. Because one day, you won't have that immense, splendid, and yes, those two are positive adjectives for criticism. You won't have that. You won't have those brilliant observations that make you better. What the hell can Proust tell you? What the hell can Dale Carnegie tell you that's specific to you? They can give you some very general advice, and I'm not saying that reading books and interacting with art and literature in general is not immensely beneficial when it comes to crafting a better life or getting advice for better days. No, I'm saying that the criticism that people that love you and that you love and that you respect and that actually respect you, the criticism that they will give you is 10 times more valuable than some generalized advice because it's tailor made for you. Nobody else. You won't be opening a book and actually getting the advice that is for you. For Elias Bisot. For I don't know who is watching this video. Only your parents, only your loved ones, only the people that actually have the right to criticize you can give you it. Of course, don't prioritize the criticism that is given by your loved ones, the people who know you, the people who actually know what's best for you, instead of the random comment you get on the street by a guy that just by a drunk guy that just saw you and thought your hair was looking funny. Of course, you need to prioritize some criticism over other bits of criticism. But if you ignore criticism, if you don't internalize it in a healthy manner, yes, of course, there are very bad ways to interpret criticism, like, hey, your hair looks really funny. Could you please do something about it? Can you use a better shampoo? Maybe use conditioner because it has dandruff in it. Yeah, if you internalize that in the wrong way and say, "Wow, I'm such a dirty hillbilly." Well, that's of course not going to help very much. But if you actually say, "Yeah, my shampoo isn't really working well," I do not know how to use conditioner. I have not ever used conditioner. I could probably be better when it comes to that. And yeah, I accept your criticism and I will improve because of it. Well, yeah, that's a really healthy way to interpret that criticism. That's a really healthy way to improve through actual good advice. Most of the things that you read, this video itself within itself is not good advice, because I can't look at you through the camera, look at your person, or even talk to you for like 5 hours or 1,000 or 10,000 hours like your parents have, and actually give you the advice that is worthy of you. I can just tell you, hey, the best advice I can give you right now at this very moment is, hey, ask your mother what you could improve. Or at least, if your mother is already giving you this gift of criticism, criticizing you, which is not a bad thing, it's actually a very positive thing. And now you know this, thanks to me, whatever. You can at least now, through this impersonal advice, go and actually be aware of the personal advice. That's the best thing I can give you right now, that little bit of consciousness. Because I will never be able to know everything about you. Maybe even you are the person that is best at giving you advice. Because nobody knows you better than you yourself and your parents and your brothers and your sisters and close family members. Nobody knows you better than the people that know you best. It's so logical, but people ignore it because their ego, their arrogance feels so hurt, damaged, which are synonyms. I basically wasted 2 words and 10 more by saying this, but whatever. Are being so damaged by the criticism because it makes you feel imperfect. But your rationality, if you're an avid viewer of this channel, which I would appreciate immensely, if you're actually smart, your rationality, your wisdom, your logic will actually let you know that you're imperfect. That you'll still be on your deathbed, immensely, so imperfect, with so many defects that you couldn't even fix in 10 lives. But the best defects, the worst defects that you can fix with the best solutions are going to be made, given to you, gifted to you by criticism, by the things that are personally tailor-made for you. The better the solution is, the more it hurts to hear. But implementing it is going to help you a lot. It's an act of modesty, and I would never trade something that I've read in a book or watched in a YouTube video, for that matter, for something that somebody who genuinely loves me has told me to do. Because they love you. They love you for a reason, and they're criticizing you for a reason. Do you really think your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your friend is going to tell you, hey, you're this, and that, to actually hurt you? If they're a bad friend, there's no such thing as a bad mother, in my opinion. There is, but whatever. They're not going to tell it to you to actually hurt you, to actually do something that's bad most of the time. They're going to tell it to you for you to stop doing that, for you to improve, for you to become a better person. And yes, don't forget that whatever you do in this lifetime, you'll still die immensely flawed. But if you don't want the thing to be embarrassing, if you want to die without having been an avid smoker or drinker, alcoholic, a goddamn hunchback, listen to criticism, because that's literally what it's made for, making you better. And the person that ignores it is going to die a lot more flawed than you, if you actually take it to heart, take it to the goddamn brain, and apply it. Not apply it, but apply the criticism. Apply the personal advice. Apply the personal advice. I'll see you later.